Hi Scorpio, I hope that everybody is doing well. When I was meditating on the energy, I was getting that something is suspended, paused, or being put on hold. And then I was also hearing I Ain't No Candle in the Wind. Those are lyrics from, I think, a Lana Del Rey song. Let's think about this. Mariner's Apartment Complex. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing there be some tumultuous stuff going on energetically, and right now there's a sense of needing to be like patient with something, to work something out, not just to sit in a sedentary place, but maybe actively address something that's going on. And maybe that's why the pause is happening. It may also just be something that's going to take a little bit of time. Seeing the King of Pentacles, I'm seeing the Tower. It's like, is this a person that's popping up? Is this something that's going on with work that's unexpected? Surprising, even. The Tower doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh no, we're doomed, something bad is happening. It can be a good surprise. It's just something that, like, maybe one was not anticipating. I am seeing the Ten of Pentacles here, which speaks about stability, safety, reaching a goal. Even, like, with the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, it can also be, I'm hearing fortune. The Ten of Pentacles can mean fortune. It can speak about, like, long-term stability as well, like putting in work for a job and really feeling like a sense of abundance when it comes to what it is that you're doing. This even being the desire for where you're going. What I'm seeing here too with the World can mean like something that's going to take some time, but because you have your like vision and your mind set on where it is that you're going, I'm even getting something about like affirmations about like maybe success or like wealth, abundance, whatever it is that you're telling yourself. It looks like you're very much on track to succeeding. To have Saturn here, this may be something that, with a Saturn lesson, and like when Saturn comes to play, it's something that like through repetition, you learn how to like master something that you're doing. It also speaks about putting in the work to then putting in the work consistently and trying your hardest and not cutting any corners, but like doing everything the right way. And once you get through like the finalization of that, then you reap the benefits. You get the reward. So whatever it is that you worked hard for, you end up receiving that. Seems like this is also about taking action as well. Can be a moment too where you've been called upon to be a leader in some way or to lead something out. You can be mentoring, you can be guiding, you can be in charge of something. As you are meant to be. I'm also hearing as you were meant to be. I get the sense too of you taking control of a narrative connected with your past and even overcoming challenges or difficulties related to, I'm hearing past intricacies of relationships. It's interesting to have the King of Wands connected with the Six of Cups. You may actually be doing something based off of your past experiences that had been challenging and creating them, or like manipulating them in a way. And when I say manipulating, I mean like kind of becoming in control of it. For example, it's like, say somebody is a director, right? And they had this very particular experience, and they also like write too. It's like writing this script for this movie based off of this past experience that you've had, and then like creating something with it, making it your art in a way. And the King of Wands can definitely be creative. There may be something that you're taking charge of, and it can even be related to money, connected with money, Scorpio. But I'm seeing there be triumph. It's like taking these things from the past or your past relationships or connections and doing something with them to create the type of harmony that you seek. Seek to gather. Now I'm hearing seek together. Maybe there's somebody that you're working with. This could be you playing two different roles where it's like you're both the creative head of something, and you may also be, I'm also hearing political, and you may also be like the business side of it. I'm hearing engineer now. So you may not just be at the forefront of like something that you're creating on the business level. You could also be like the creative eye behind it too, and starting a project. Or you could be working with someone. To have the King of Pentacles and also the King of Wands here, there could be somebody that you're working on, that you're starting a project with. I'm seeing it begin in a place that is very, very stable. I'm hearing collection, collective. I'm seeing you going back and forth trying to figure something out about a direction you want to take something in. This could also be a relationship too that you're exploring. A relationship, a project, can be both. But it's even something that has a common goal or shares like a common thread connected with the past experiences, a past person. Even things that haven't been spoken about, things that are hidden. If you are starting a project, whether this be alone or with someone, I'm seeing you keep it under wraps. It's like not telling a single soul about this, except for the people that are directly involved. I'm seeing you keep something very, very private here, and wanting it to be that way. And even knowing that you're going to succeed by keeping this private for now. Interesting, Scorpio. Scorpio's specialty, keeping something private. Yeah, I'm seeing this like secret hidden collaboration that's happening. So the Page of Wands is like, let's just stick with one thing. The Page of Wands in this can be a relationship that you're exploring, and also a project that you're exploring. And to see this over here, it looks like a collaboration, but I'm seeing something that you're keeping very, very quiet about. It's like the only people that know about this are, again, the people that are directly involved in this thing that you're working on. I'm seeing something you feel very passionately about. I'm seeing something that you feel, even that you know, is going to be like potentially very lucrative. Like this can be something, I'm hearing abundance, I'm hearing wealth. There's also a notion of like having wanted this to happen, and even feeling like if you guys are working together, you are going to overcome any obstacles that you face through your collaboration with one another. I'm also seeing somebody that's like willing to show up in the way that you want them to as well. Like this looks like a very equal collaboration or exchange that you're having. It may have taken time to get here with you and this person, to have like the type of relationship that you have, and it seems like this is something that's going to make things even stronger. Like I'm seeing it, instead of being like you guys having like, I'm looking at Libra on the bottom of the deck. I'm also seeing Cancer in the moon here and Saturn, which can represent Capricorn. I'm seeing it be a notion where like you and this person together may have learned how to like set boundaries, because rather than seeing like two people against one another being like very guarded and having boundaries, I'm seeing this like unit of these two people together, and it's like both of them kind of have boundaries in the same way. So it's like rather than these two like clashing against each other, they're actually together and like maybe even facing the world in a way where like both of them are on the same page with how they like protect each other and themselves and like have boundaries and stuff. I'm seeing very much, I'm hearing unit, bonded with the Four of Wands. So with you and somebody else, there being like a lot of harmony and connectivity within your relationship. And you may have also, before getting to this point with one another, really needed to learn how to set boundaries with the people that you work with. I'm hearing mechanics, with the people that you work with, the people that you interact with, in order to create the type of relationship that you wanted together. So it's like, because both of you understand where you stand and how to advocate for yourself and you're sure on your boundaries, it allows you to have like the best relationship possible, is what I'm seeing here. And I'm seeing these like two very powerful figures coming together. I am hearing related. To go over the signs again, I'm looking at Pisces, Cancer, Saturn. You guys may have some sort of contact. Can be something moon related. Maybe moon and Saturn, something like that. It seems too like both of you guys may have wanted this thing, but maybe not spoken about it. And then it's like you guys come together and work and you realize like, hey, we both want the same thing here. And it seems like because of the work and the progression and the evolution of your relationship, that makes all of this possible. So it seems like you have a very amazing foundation for your relationship that even allowed a potential like business partnership to take place. Can just be someone in your personal life, but for some of you it does look like it's business related. Scorpio, I'm hearing Sagittarius. I'm seeing the both of you be very, very protective about not telling other people about this. It's like there's this spark between the two of you and being like, we're going to hold hands and go in this direction together. Like both of us want this. Both of us feel the same way about this. Feel very motivated, feel very passionate about this. And I'm seeing it be like very secretive. It's like you guys working together like at night when nobody knows what you're doing. That doesn't need to be literal, but I'm seeing you like keep something very, very private. Something is very, the process is even secretive. It's like you're not telling anybody. I'm seeing you be like, there are only very specific people that you're letting in, knowing that you're working on this thing for good reason. Because I'm seeing it be like a manifestation that you're protecting. Because I'm seeing something, I'm hearing conceptual phase, something in a conceptual phase. Cool. Yeah, I'm seeing, I don't know why this is such an emphasis, but I'm seeing it be like you go into this building to like work with this person, and it's like the building is all locked down so nobody can get in, and around that there's a fence, and around that there's a moat. It's like you don't want anybody to know like what you have going on between you and this person and like what it is that you're working on. I'm seeing there definitely be like mutual love here between you and this person. You may even feel like you articulate yourself in the same way. Because the King of Swords is like communication, thought process, and the Ace of Cups can be like the shared connectivity that we have with someone, and it can also be our gifts too. And this can be something about like speaking about your gifts, or like releasing something to the public, letting something be known. You may even have a gift of like language, word, written things. I'm also hearing cinematography. It seems also like because of the connection that you have with this person, it also allows things to be balanced. Because I'm seeing somebody where like your connection with them is like even mirrored within your relationship. Like you may feel that they mirror you and you mirror them, and I'm seeing there be like such genuine love and connection here, and intimacy and vulnerability. And I'm seeing like because of you guys both being on the same page, feeling like there's no issue when it comes to like your needs and your expectations and speaking about things like that. I'm seeing somebody that you're just like very much on the same wave with. Feeling like very free to talk about things with this person, like very intimate things even. What I'm getting too is that it seems even like because you've developed in a way where you recognize what the Ace of Cups really is, which is like our divine connection with ourselves, our divine connection with other people, with spirit, all of that, and we know like what we're looking for and like what that looks like. It also gives you like in retrospect an understanding of like when things hadn't been like that as well, like when there had been an imbalance of like give and take, and there was a lack of reciprocity and stuff like that. And I'm seeing something be like healing. I'm even seeing like a salve be put on something, like in order to like subside the pain and allow it to breathe and heal. Scorpio, I'm seeing you here next to Sag. I did say I was hearing Sag, I believe. I'm hearing theme. I'm hearing this has been a long time coming, with Temperance next to the Death card. Like, it even seems like this was something that took quite a long time to unravel and unfold. So as you've evolved, as you've developed and taken the time to go through this process, I'm seeing there also be this recognition of times when like you felt disappointed, or when you felt like things were like uneven, or maybe when people asked things of you that were out of alignment. Because to see the Devil here, it's like when you had relationships that like were not equal, and maybe you didn't feel like equals with certain people, or that things were expected of you or asked of you that like you didn't resonate with, or that felt like they came from a sense of like selfishness or codependency, whatever it was, like some distorted thing that was manifesting within your relationships, and understanding like the karmic implications of those things. It even seems like taking this time to understand those things and why they had gone in those directions, and why those events were even fated to happen, to allow you to move through and push through this evolution that you were meant to like continue through. And I'm seeing you checking in with something, I'm seeing you reflecting on something. And I'm seeing like all of these things that you walked away from because they were not in alignment with you. And I'm seeing you now get to a place where there is somebody that you're connecting with. This looks like a new way that you're connecting with someone too. I'm seeing there be like a clean slate, a fresh start. So things look different than they did before. And now you're going to get moving. It seems too like this was also about like evolving past and beyond just like the disappointment, creating the changes needed so you weren't like setting yourself up to repeat those cycles. Move away from things that were not compatible is what I'm hearing, and move towards relationships where you felt this like mutual sense of support and feeling like you're discovering these like new connections and new types of relationships or new dynamics with people that you already know, and really getting things moving. Because I'm seeing you, as soon as you like connect here in this way that is maybe different than you had been before with Uranus here, I'm seeing you move very, very quickly. So it's like whatever had been stagnating before, because I'm seeing like a loop that you had been kept in before. So until you like defeated the devil, we can say, before you like recognized and addressed what needed to be addressed that was going on, you were kind of like fated to repeat the same thing over and over again. And now I'm seeing it be like, you have completed something and kind of like unlocked this next chapter, and now whatever cycle that was that you had been stuck in, it feels like that is getting cleared out, and I'm seeing you move very quickly out of that. So you're not stuck anymore in whatever that was that you had been stuck in, but it seems like a new approach was needed, like a new objective, a new vision even was needed in order for you to circumvent whatever this was that was keeping you stuck, which can show up in so many different forms, in so many different situations, scenarios, all of that. And I'm seeing there's also been patience that you've learned too when it comes to like calling things out, voicing things for yourself. And because you walked away from these things that, and are continuously walking away from these things that you don't feel like your heart is involved with anymore, you feel like it's time to move on from, or like, hey, this isn't resonating with me, or hey, I feel like my time's up here and it's time for me to move on. As you're moving through this process, I'm seeing you connect with the things that you really do want to connect with. And I am hearing the word traverse. I'm seeing you go through this transformation with the Death card, and I'm seeing you like come together in this place where you feel like mutually supported. And I'm seeing there also be an acknowledgement too of walking away from situations where you feel like there's a lack of reciprocity because you know that you're not going to find what you're looking for. This means too getting really honest with yourself about the types of expectations that you are placing on people and being like, did they agree to that? Like, do I like the way that they're showing up? If they stay within this energy and things keep going the way that they are, do I want to stay within that, or is this something that I want to move away from because I don't want to feel let down anymore? So compatibility seems like a very good word that came through about checking in and being like, am I compatible with this person, with this group, or am I not? Do I need to move away? And it's like, because you had the faith and the hope and the desire to break away out of patterns that had just been like recycling and recycling, because you did things in a different way, I'm seeing you finally get out of this like cyclical karmic like Ferris wheel that you had been in before and break out of this pattern, but only because of what you did. Like if you hadn't changed and if you had like continued accepting something that you didn't feel good accepting, or that wasn't resonating with you, or that left you in a standstill is what I'm hearing, you would have just been replaying that over and over again. But I'm seeing something big that you did here that allowed you to break out of that, to break loose. And for some of you too, you may still feel a little bit conflicted about moving away from something because you know that there is going to be an ending that you will face if you go in that direction. But it's also going to end a sort of like disillusionment that you'd been feeling as well. I'm looking at Capricorn, Sagittarius. I'm hearing Virgo. I'm not seeing Virgo. Scorpio, Uranus, and Jupiter. I'm hearing New Frontier. I'm hearing the word sublime. I'm looking at the star card. I'm also looking at the Emperor. This is Aquarius and Aries energy. Aquarius, Aries, and the Sun. Right now, I'm seeing somebody that is feeling very much in alignment, very much on their path. Somebody that even feels like they've discovered and remembered what they were meant to find within, and somebody that's even bringing that outward to do something with it. Like even creating a legacy that they feel they're meant to step into and align with. Feeling like the path is very obvious as far as what they're pursuing. The Emperor can be a sense of entrepreneurship as well. I'm hearing active. I'm also hearing athlete with the Emperor. I'm hearing active wear. So, as you step into this place where you recognize, ooh, the High Priestess, where you recognize you, what you're meant to be doing, what you're meant to be exploring, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to come up with a plan about what I want to do with this. I'm going to implement this in some sort of way. It's even coming to light, like, how well you fit into this role that you are creating for yourself based off of what's in alignment with you, what you feel like your path is, what you're meant to be doing within your life. I'm hearing responding. And what to do with that, where to go with it. And there's also a light being shed on like your creative abilities as well. It really feels like all of these amazing aspects of yourself that we have to do the work to deep dive into and tap into, and you like bringing all of this forward and being like, this is very much like what I'm meant to be doing. I feel like I'm in the right space. I feel like I have what I need to pursue this. I feel very happy about this position that I've stepped into. And I feel confident about this too because of how much it's in alignment with me. And I'm seeing the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. It's like very much intuitively feeling connected with what it is that you're doing. And even feeling like you're getting, I'm hearing the reverberation, getting like confirmations from signs and synchronicities and things that you're seeing and what it is that you're feeling. Seems like it's also helping you to temper your impulses as well and to channel them into something creative. I'm also hearing lucrative. Channel them into something that is going to benefit you. To go over the signs again, I'm looking at Aquarius, Aries, the Sun, and the Moon. Alright, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.